Hey folks, James again from Anycubic. Today's video is about the tutorial of the open box, the first prints and maintenance tips of Anycubic Photon. Firstly, let's open this box. The box has been removed and the printer is inside. Firstly, please refer to the list, the packing list on the menu to check if everything is here on the top. There is a list on the menu, so please look into that list. And here's the printer. You can take it out. So just open this door. And there is a door handle here. So we should install the door handle first. It's very easy, just the door handle and a screw. So we can just do it like this. Yeah, normally we can just finger tight the screw and then it's good to go. Yep, that's it. So it's like this. And there are more things inside. Yes. So we have some funnels here. This is for the filtration of the resin. I mean, during later usage. Yeah, there are more description in the menu. And here is the resin vat, and here is the build platform. We should take out the build plate, and we should take out the resin vat as well, because we have to install the build plate here on the holder. Oops. Yeah, just be careful. By the way, we have to check to see if the 2K LCD screen is good or not, because sometimes might be got some cracks because of the shaping. And now we should install the build plate onto the build plate holder, but we can see the distance is too small, so we should raise the Z-axis a little bit by the touch screen. So now we should power on this printer. So just plug the power in and turn the machine on. Yeah, please wait. Take some seconds to boot up, and we can move the Z-axis from the touch screen. One click at a time. Avoid any continuous click. Right, I think it's good to go. So we already raise up the Z-axis, so now we can install the build plate. Right. So just make sure it's inserted all the way in, and we should secure the red screw on the top. Right. So next step is leveling. Before printing, we have to level the build plate. Next, I'm going to show how to do the leveling of the Anycubic Photon. Okay, so now let's start the leveling process. Before we do that, we have to prepare one piece of paper and one Allen key. We should insert the paper in between the build platform and the LCD screen, and we also have to ensure the build plate can be moved freely. So now we can do the leveling through the touch screen. So now we click the tools, move the axis, and we should click home first. So the build platform will decrease automatically. till close to the 2K LCD screen. So now we should pull the paper to see if there is any resistance. So now we should decrease the build platform more. Be careful, at this point we should click 0.1mm per click because it is very close. Remember, click once per time, do not continuously clicking. Okay, now I can feel a very good resistance, which means the height is okay. So now we should use the Allen key to tighten the build platform. There is an inserted screw inside, so we use one hand to press evenly on the build plate to let it fit on the 2K LCD screen, and we just tighten it. Use this end to further tighten it. Right, it's real tight now, and we should return to the previous menu, and we should click here Z equals 0, which means every print later will start from this point. Yes? Right, that's all. The leveling is finished. Okay, now let's check out the menu. There are three options here. The first one is Tools, and here is the Move Z-axis. So we can click Home to home the Z-axis, or we can move the Z-axis by the up and down here. So we can choose three options: 0.1mm, 1mm, and 10. Up, up, decrease, and decrease. Or we can use this high-speed mode, and you can click the emergency stop here if you think it's gonna hit the LCD screen. The second one is the UV detection option. So we can check out if the UV light inside is okay or not. So here we can decrease or increase the exposure time, or we can click inside to change it. Okay, and we click next. Then this UV light will project onto the LCD screen in a rectangular shape. So return, and this one is set Z-axis equals 0. This option will be used in the leveling process. Okay. The second one is the system. So we can choose the language here, and also there is the option for the service information, the official website, and the text form email. Here is the system information, the firmware version, and also the ID for this machine. By the way, we can turn on or off the beeping sound when clicking here. So return. The last one is the print option. So we click inside. We can see all the files if we have already plugged in the USB memory. So we can choose the files here. We can click this icon to print this file, or we can delete this file. Return. Up and down option. Return. So that's all for the menu. click Tools before each printing, and now we should check the UV light. We set the exposure time. Click Next to see if the UV lamp is okay or not. There should be a rectangular shape projected onto the LCD screen. So now we install the USB memory. And next, we click into Tools and move the axis to increase the Z-axis height. So, to install the resin LED, make sure the resin LED is installed properly and tighten the two red screws on the top. Now, we peel the resin into the resin vat. Please remember, the resin has to be 405 nanometer UV resin. Now, we return to the main menu and into Print. Now we click the test print and hit Start icon. Then this machine will automatically print. Upon finishing, please remove the build plate. And use the plastic scraper to remove the printed model from the build plate. And we use the high concentration ethanol to clean the resin residues on these printed objects. After cleaning, we can use the sunlight to further cure the resin, or we can use the UV light to cure it to get better strength. If we don't use the printer for over 48 hours, or we wish to clean the resin vat, we should put the resin back into the container. Please use the funnel to do this, to filtrate any residues in the resin vat. Now, to clean the resin vat, we can use the tissue to do this. And please remember to wear the gloves when handling the resin. Now is the build plate. We do the same. Okay, lastly, please remember to read user manual carefully for any usage tips and maintenance tips. And also, please remember the Anycubic Photon only use 405 nanometer UV resin. So you can buy the resin from Anycubic official store. Here's the link. You can click here and buy the resin. And also you can buy the UV resin from the other store online. But it has to be 405 nanometer UV resin. Right, and lastly, so if you run into any issue or you have any questions, please contact our tech support email. Here is the email address, so you can send us email during your usage. So that's it, and hope you guys enjoyed this video, and see you next time. Bye-bye.